Hello everyone, in this video I will show you 7 new Photoshop features that will save you tons of time, and without wasting even a second more, let me show you them. Let's start with the new generative credits usage panel. In my case, I've got this image and I want to change the t-shirt of this fella. To do that, I'm gonna go to generative view, then type a prompt, and before I click on generate, I will click on this little icon. Now, once you click on this icon, a new panel will pop up in front of you. Then if you click on features, you will have the credit costs per use for each Adobe partner. For example, if you're using Gemini 3 with Nano Banana Pro, it will cost you 40 credits. And frankly, this is very useful because now you can check how many credits you'll be using for each generation. Next, it's dynamic text. And this feature is pretty straightforward because let's say that you've got a rounded object and you want to put text around it. Well, no problem, because with the dynamic text, you just need to press T for text, and then once the text is selected, you can go at the top of the Photoshop bar, and from there you can see the T icon with the lighting icon next to it. So you press on it and you will see that it says dynamic text. From there, you've got a few options. You've got a full circle, a half circle, and another half circle. So if you press this, the text will convert into a full circle, and then you can reposition it until you are happy with the final result. What we've got next is the action panel. If you go on the side panel of Photoshop, you have this little circle with the mouse cursor in it. So click on this and this action panel will jump in front of you. So what we've got there is essentials, and from there you've got basic adjustments. So if you go through them, this will automatically apply onto the image, and you have a little preview if you see this little screen with eye on the side of it. If you don't see it, you're not gonna have a preview. So if you want to apply it, you just click on one of these options and it will automatically apply to the layer. And now if you go further down, you've got subject and background. So you can select the subject, blur the background, and harmonize the current layer, etc. Then you've got creative effects. You can apply enhanced clarity or sharpen or add grain. It's just simple as that. You just click on it and it will happen in seconds. Then we go further down, you've got guides. So you can remove all the guides or you can apply a grids on the image. That's simple as it looks. It's not like before you go into image or look and then apply it manually. Also, you have the export settings or resize settings features, where you can resize the image just with a click of a mouse. Next up is reflection removal, and here's how you can use it. First, head to edit, then scroll down to reflection removal, and this panel will pop up in front of you. Inside, you'll see an option to create a separate reflection layer, which I recommend to do. Then go ahead and select that. Then under quality, you've got 3 choices: preview, standard, or best. Personally, I always select best, but it's your choice. Then hit OK, sit back and let Photoshop do the heavy lifting. Once it's done, you end up with 2 clean layers. One is just the reflection and the other is your reflection-free image. And that's it. And I'm serious, that's it. It's that easy. Now let's talk about the enhanced removal tool. So if you want to use this feature, first you have to select the layer, then go to removal tool and click on it. Next, if you move up, you see a mode drop-down with 3 options: auto, generative AI on, and generative AI off. My go-to is always generative AI on. It just gives the best results, but again, it's your choice. Next, click create new layer, and this is a key. It means everything you do is non-destructive, so you can always undo it later. Now let's continue with the fun part. Go to find distractions, and from there you've got 3 categories to choose from. We've got general distractions, people, and wires and cables. So what I'll do, I'll run through all of them. First, I'll start with general distractions. So I'll click on it and watch what Photoshop will do. It will start scanning the entire image and flags everything it thinks doesn't belong in the image. Once it's finished, every distraction gets highlighted in its own color and labeled by name. From here, you're in control. And let's say that you want to keep something that is already highlighted in image. So to do that, you have to hold Alt and just hover over it. But let's say that you want to remove something that it hasn't been highlighted. What you have to do is just go and just hover over it, which will add it to the removal list. And once you're happy with your selection, go and click on this icon. And you already know what's gonna happen. Photoshop is gonna work its magic. And boom, just like that, the clutter is gone. But wait, there are still a few people lingering in the shot. Let's go back to find instruction. From there, select people and Photoshop will clear them right out. This doesn't sound right, but yeah, it's just gonna remove them from the image. And boom. As you can see, there is no more people in the image. Now, I want to show you the last step. Can you see those pesky wires and cables? Well, we're gonna use the same process. This time, I will select wires and cables. And once again, Photoshop pulls off another miracle while I sit back and enjoy a glass of cold water in this really hot weather. And just look at that. There's the before and after. The wires are gone and the cables are gone. Next up, the rotate tool. Say I want to reposition this handbag. Change its angle, give it a more dynamic look. That's easy. Just hit Ctrl and T, and right underneath the image, you see the rotate object option. Click it. Photoshop will take a moment to convert the layer into a 3D object. And once it's ready, you will have a full control. Rotate it in any direction, resize it, tilt it, whatever feels right. Play around with it. When you're happy with the position, just hit done. And here is a little bonus tip. Click harmonize, and Photoshop will automatically blend the object into the rest of the image. And look at the results. They are absolutely stunning. Last but not least, the layer cleanup. This feature, it automatically deletes any empty layers and renames every unnamed layer for you. No manual tidying required. It's as simple as it looks on screen. One click, clean workspace, done. So guys, there's the 7 new Photoshop features that I wanted to share with you, and frankly speaking, some of them are quite useful and it will save plenty of time. Also, let me know in the comments down below which one is your favorite so far, and if you found the video useful and you learned something new, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more Photoshop videos. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.